All right, thank you for joining. Today I wanted to go over PEPE coin, the meme coin, and as you can see here, I've already done some previous technical analysis on this project, and right now it is sitting in a very key support zone. So when looking at this project, you can see that it's pretty much coming to an end before its breakout, right? So we're not exactly sure if it will break out here or if price will move a little bit lower, right, before potentially breaking out. But with that being said, there's a higher probability that price does break out of this descending trend line right here. Now, the reason I say that is because, as you can see, when Bitcoin initially dumped, the entire market dumped. So it's had a nice reaction off those lows. This was a massive low. If I go ahead and bring up the volume, you can see the volume that came in, right? So you're talking over $1 trillion in volume for PEPE, which seems to be a little bit unreal. I'm not really sure if those numbers are accurate, but anyway, massive volume. So after we got that huge volume spike, obviously, whoever took the longs here at these levels, they're going to go ahead and set their stops to these lows right there, right? Now, when you set your stops here, the market seems to want to find liquidity. And what does it do? After a massive pump, it slowly grinds down and then it targets your liquidity, which is right here. So let me go ahead and drag this over to the right. As you can see, price came down, grabbed the liquidity, so stopped out whoever was in that long, and then continued to move a little bit higher. Now, as you can see, price has now been consolidating. It came up, did a retest. This is a slight little range that's going on, but at this moment, it is trying to break out of this descending trend line, right? I'm only readjusting it because we're on the lower time frame. But as you can see, price is reacting off this trend line very well. And I would expect a long position to play out pretty nicely with your stops obviously placed below this low. Now, how high can we go with PEPE? Well, we do have a weekly resistance right above, which is about 8% away, 8.76 to be exact. And then the next major resistance above that level will be this untapped daily, which is about 20%. Now, if we manage to flip both levels, next up would be targeting these highs. And of course, you know what happens at these highs. A lot of traders will then be looking for a swing failure pattern of the highs, sweeping the liquidity once again, just like what happened down here. The same thing is potentially going to happen up here. So price, it would be expected to move up, grab some of the liquidity above the high, come back down, back test before finding support a little bit lower. So this is exactly what I'm expecting from PEPE. Short entry there if we get that impulse. If we get the breakout, you can wait for the retest. As you can see, this was support, obviously resistance too as well, right? So this is also a support and resistance zone. So if we get the back test of this support, that'll be a very nice area to enter a long position, which would be right here. But if you want, like I said, if you want to be a little bit more aggressive on the entry, which I don't really think it's too aggressive at this point, we did get a little move up, but in reality, your stops would be 4% away. That is a little bit aggressive, but if you manage your position size, then that would be a pretty solid entry. I mean, at this very moment, obviously I would not get in. As you can see, price is being rejected from the trend line. So with that being said, even though it is technically trading above the VWAP, or pretty much on the VWAP because a new day has started, I would either wait for price to come down to at least these levels right here, right? Or you could pull your fib for this small move up, and yeah, long right in that level. So this would be a nice level to enter the long trade. Decent pullback, which looks like it might happen one more time. There has been a slight change in market structure, I believe. As you can see, this is at 1036.0, whereas the high, that's right there. So almost a change in market market structure, but either way, I truly believe if you do enter a long in any one of these areas, not financial advice, but if you were to enter a long in any one of these areas here, and you manage your position size correctly, it can turn into a very profitable trade, right? So if we go ahead and zoom out, back to the major trend, if we were to continue this, let's just say you got into the long and rode it all the way up, you're talking about a potential 46% increase in price, all right? So that's pretty much it for Pepe. If we lose these lows though, just really quick, let's check what's going on below it. If we lose these lows, the next major level below it, as you can see as I have marked, would be this daily level coming in at around 92.65. There is a swing failure set up right below that too as well. So if we lose these levels, the next area I'm looking to long would be for a sweep of these lows, reclaim, and only after a reclaim would I be looking to long, right? Because at the reclaim, that's when you will have a show or a sign of strength. Okay, so don't jump the gun, be patient. If you wanted to have a very aggressive entry, by all means, you can do so, just manage your position size. But those are the areas that I would be the most interested in entering a short position or a long position. All right, well, thank you for joining. This was a very quick video, but I don't really think it needed to be any longer. The main point was just to show you where I would be interested in taking a long or where I would be interested in taking a short. And now you do have it. And you have, I was able to provide a little bit more context. So yeah, good luck to everyone. Remember to use your stop losses, and until next time, thank you.